can't dumb me pesos. Get your sons on replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God. Big numbers, big numbers.
Okay, Coach, it is most likely the final go-around here in this building, but the NFL playoffs have come to sold-out Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go! The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Hey, set, wide, 20. Hey, tight down. There you go.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a give, right side. Hines, 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Hey, 66. Hey, 66.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. And this will be taken at the 13. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 22. The drive will start with an option going left. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Back 390, 380. We got it.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. He'll get this to Eckler. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. With it is Brown. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, 69 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Charger drive about to get going. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
This pass finds its way to Williams. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
19 yards. And the Chargers.
First 190. 180.
First and 10 at the 47-yard
Let's get off the
line.
field. Let's get off the field. Showing up.
Hey, easy, easy.
Switch.
Orange 5-4.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 37.
Look.
Now Gordon on first down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Check. Hot.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
You got nothing. Let's go. Come on.
Taylor hit. He lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Here's Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. This is Hines. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they face a difficult 3rd and 12 coming up.
Wait, set. 180. 52. 450. Alert.
On 3rd down, Brady. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
All day, dog. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
Hey, check.
Throwing again. Rivers. Caught by Allen. That's good for a 1st down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Let's go. Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Tight end's right.
Go. Go.
Check. 4 down, 4 down.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers. It's complete to Williams. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
From the 39, Rivers. He's got it to Williams. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 25-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They'll run the option right here on 1st down. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Wait, 53! Come on! Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Small! Check like 33, check like 33.
To throw on 3rd down, Brady. And that is incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Returning, it's Benjamin. 51 yards on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And the ball is knocked out, and the Colts pick it up. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Load it!
Rivers gets it to Gordon. And an alley to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Gordon. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
It's 3rd and 7.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with fourth down coming up. So on fourth down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So on fourth down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis? Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Brady to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This time they stay on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Let's go, Mike.
From the 40 now on second down. Rivers, he's going to sling this. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Colby Listenby, 60 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Throwing Rivers. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Chargers 18. Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
They run again with Hines. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Wide open receiver complete. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. On second down now, it's Hines. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Sugar.
On third down, Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Charger drive about to get going. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
To throw is Rivers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 27 yards there, a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator is looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Sponge! No! 25! Check 20! 80 weapons!
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's got room. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 58 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run with Hines. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Wait, that's 380! 53 Linda! 53 Linda!
To throw on third down. Brady is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 54 yards. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Clayton Gathers makes the stop.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
180. Let's go. You got double time. Double time. You got three down. Alert flare.
Red Delta! White, 85!
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Back.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on first and 10.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
White!
Here we go again. Watch out.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Kill. Keep it skinny. Hey, turn it up. Kill. Check. Watch the safety creep.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Check. Crunch. Tight dog.
Red!
Check 24.
Left!
Running on first down, Eckler. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick,
Check, we 90.
tick,
Hey, bro,
tick.
80.
What we got? Mike's 50.
Click.
Now Rivers. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Defense wins championships, baby.
On first down, they go option to the right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time, and it's third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's Rivers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to tie things up in the final minute. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So this game's had a little bit of everything. Here's another little something. A potential game-tying fourth-quarter field goal that winds up hitting iron.
And there's always a chance that it's going to hit and bank itself in, but no such luck that time. And that's a body blow right there.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a give, right side. Hines, he's got a first down and then some at midfield. There he goes, right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
One last shot now for Rivers. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.